What is up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Yo,
Heyo.
we talking about influencer marketing and Musically. Let's hit it. All right, guys, what is up? Yo, guys, today we have a super exciting show. First off, welcome to Passion Over Money. This is the second episode. We do this every Wednesday, noon Eastern Standard Time. And guys, today I have my lovely brothers, I guess. No, guys, introduce yourself. Come on now.
I'm Sebastian.
And I'm Oliver.
And they are social media influencers, guys. And today, the thing about this show, guys, is every single episode I really want to bring on people who are making a difference in social media and in business. And my brothers, of course, were on the list, and I wanted to bring them on as soon as possible. And today just happened to be one of those days because they are making a huge difference. And of course, we're all competitive, but I have to give it up to them. They're doing a great job. But guys, can you share with us a little bit about who you guys are, what you're doing, how many followers you got?
All right, so we are social media influencers. We major in Musically and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and pretty much all social media platforms because we believe that the more social media platforms you have, the more audiences you'll
But can you give us
Sure.
there's a lot of people out there that probably don't even know what Instagram is or Musically. So can you share with us the numbers, how many people you actually have following you all?
So on Musically, I have almost 500,000
Dang,
followers.
man.
What?
500,000 people.
I'm dead serious. I do.
Does he really?
No.
He's gonna catch his
like,
bluff.
I think he's
I'm
like
close.
halfway there.
All right, so how
Very
many followers
close.
you got? How many
I
followers you
have
got?
like 430,000
All right,
followers.
so
on
you're
Musical.ly.
you're
I'm almost at
on
half a million.
Musically.
On Musically.
all right on Musically. Okay, how about you, Oliver?
On Musically, I have 300,000.
Okay, so
Which is
he's
close.
still
bluffing a
lying.
little bit.
No,
He's
no,
bluffing.
I'm not lying. I'll show you the numbers.
Guys, this is how it is in the Moy family. But guys, we're all competitive, and social media has just happened to be in our blood. I remember when we were growing up, we would make videos together, and they're still on my
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can see some of them. I took off a
Really
lot of them.
old videos, yeah.
But I mean, you can still see all of us. We just happen to be in love with it. Me going more the business route, them going more the influencer route because they're pretty. I went the other route, I guess. Didn't work out. But guys, can you share with us Musically, you have what? 300,000, 400,000. How much on Instagram?
On Instagram, I have almost 200,000 followers.
And it seems like Instagram is the more popular platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a lot of people here might know Instagram more. Can you share with us how you got started on Instagram? You guys got started on Instagram
Yeah.
first, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
So I believe that every social media platform is different, but they're all equally important. We started on Instagram because I feel like that's the easiest one, and it's
Yeah.
the most well-known one as well. So we started on Instagram about a year ago, maybe less than a year ago.
Yeah, about a year and a half
Sebastian
ago.
started first, and then I just started because I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Taking pictures is something that I enjoy doing.
Mhm.
So I started taking pictures of plants and the
Yeah.
sky,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
clouds and stuff, and I thought it was really cool because not many people in Ocala do that.
See, there's a thing about Instagram. There's a certain algorithm,
Yeah.
right, that you've shared with me, and I've
Oh,
got my
yeah.
Instagram huge in the past month.
Mhm.
That really blows it up. Can you share a little bit about how you've done that? How it's blown up? Because there's a lot of people, especially here in the area, that's tried it
Yeah.
and has been successful, hasn't been successful. So
I
what's
think,
the secret
I think
here?
the big thing is interacting with the people that follows you.
Yeah,
To
for real.
begin with, DM everybody
Engaging.
you can
Yeah.
and make as many friends as you can.
Yeah.
And replying to all your comments and stuff. That's the biggest thing, I think.
That's a really big one. But if you're trying to grow a big audience, you would have to do videos. I mean, Instagram loves videos because, if you're going through your feed and you see a picture,
Yeah.
you would look at it for 10 seconds. But a video is 1 minute long.
Yeah.
So Instagram's trying to get as many people on their
the
platform
more,
as possible.
the web right now is being more popular to video, as you
Yeah.
guys know. Video is just people are being so consumed with video right now online. But here's what I'm really interested in knowing right now from you guys, for a lot of my people watching here, is it possible to make a career out of this? Are you guys
Yeah,
actually
definitely,
making
definitely.
money?
Mhm.
So can you share with us how that works?
I mean, last year, this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
As I grow up, as an 18-year-old, as a 24-year-old, even as a 50-year-old, I want to be on social media. I want to do something that I'm really passionate about, and this is what I'm really passionate about. I really love, you know, being out there, you know, doing something, finding to do something that no one has ever done before. And the perfect place to put that is on social media because you can gain, you know, followers and you can go out there.
Yeah, but from Instagram, can you actually monetize off of it? Is it actually a business
Well,
for you?
you can't, but again, you kind of can, because
Yeah.
like businesses that sell clothes and hats or whatever they sell,
Yeah.
they'll come to you with like promotions.
Yeah, and you guys get
And-
up like every single day, right?
Sure, yeah.
Like you guys get up a lot, and,
Yeah.
and you're negotiating brand deals and stuff. And tell us a little bit how that works. Do you all communicate with them? Like, do you all like did it come with offers?
Our manager does that.
So you guys have a manager, okay?
So what we pretty much do is we just, you know, post pictures, we create content. That's what we
Yeah.
are. We're content creators. We're social media influencers.
Yeah.
And what we do is just we post the content, and then we have our manager, you know, have our email, our business email.
Yeah.
So whenever, I mean, a bunch of businesses hit us up, like clothing companies.
Yeah, but can you give us an example? Like, what is like the average offer? Like a lot of business people watching this, are
like
going,
money wise?
Yeah, like what is the average like offer?
Well, it's different for everybody. It really depends on how popular the company that's trying to get us to promote
Yeah.
them is.
I mean, for where you guys are on Instagram, and if I'm correct, you
I-
have 100,000, right? And you have like 200,000. So from
Around
where
there.
you're at, like, what is the
I
average
try
offer
not
you
to
get?
go below $1,000 per post.
$1,000 per guys. I don't think you understand. Like this is, but the thing is, like, it's an investment because you weren't like when you started, you weren't getting hit up at all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so when did you start getting hit up?
Like literally maybe
Probably
last month.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like when
It
you
was very
guys just hit
recent.
like what 100,000?
I mean, I guess when our numbers started growing exponentially,
definitely.
Yeah.
because during this, I mean, okay, when we first started,
Yeah.
we would gain maybe 5 followers a day, 10 followers a day, maybe like that,
Yeah.
and maybe we would even lose a follower sometimes.
Mm.
But during the summer, we pushed it like crazy. I mean, we had
Yeah.
no school, we had very little worries of stuff, so we
Yeah, and you
pushed
guys
it
are
like
in
crazy.
school too. Like you guys
Yeah,
are
yeah.
full time school. Like you're doing this on the side, and
Yeah.
like if you guys did this full time, you'd be like
That's what
hustling
we're
for
aiming
sure.
for.
Definitely.
Hustling for sure. So like musically, all right. So that's Instagram influencer marketing. Brands hit you up, right? And you like basically negotiate with your manager. Like you
Yeah.
talk to them like, hey, I want this one. I want this one.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll send you free clothes. Well, free. I mean, like and I guess they're paying you and sending you clothes,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And like other products as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the life, right? Like for anybody.
I love it.
But the thing is, all right, that's Instagram. Now, how about musically? Like, is musically the same thing?
It's very different actually.
Okay.
So Musically is an app where you pretty much lip sync to songs. And you can also create your own sounds that other people
Yeah.
can use that.
Okay.
And Musically, in my opinion, is the most fastest growing platform because you could hit up audiences of the millions really quickly.
Really?
Without Musically, I don't think we would be as big on Instagram. I'm
Really?
being honest. And without Instagram, I don't think we'd be as big on.
but
Musical.ly.
here's the thing.
but
I know
they
a
help each
ton of
other out.
people on Instagram
Yeah.
that I've talked to who are a little around my age and
Mhm.
older,
Yeah.
who's created businesses through email list and through drop shipping and affiliate programs. For a lot of you guys that are marketers out there, you know what that is. That have created business just on Instagram without Musically. But it seems like we can't, like our generation can't be on Musically for some weird reason. Can you explain why?
I think the biggest age group on Musically is younger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
What would you say is the
Musically-
age range?
Musically, probably from like
8 to
8 to 15.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
8 to 15.
Because I
Pretty
think
much.
Musically is more like a trustworthy for kids,
Yeah. It's a kid.
and like
kid-friendly.
parents probably trust it more than Instagram is.
Gotcha. But it's a business for
It's-
a
yeah,
lot
it's
of
business.
popular celebrities on there. So, but it's different in Instagram. Can you explain the process, how that works?
Well, Instagram, is pictures.
Yeah.
And Musically is more videos. So on Musically, it's definitely a younger audience. Instagram is probably, higher audience, probably millennials. Millennials love to use Instagram. But we love Musically because it's our age range, We go
Yeah.
on we go on Musically and then we see other people our age.
Gotcha. Yeah, but how do you monetize? Like, how does that work? Like, do brands hit you up for Musically
Yeah.
too? Is that how
Yeah,
is that how it
definitely.
works?
You can't like monetize like YouTube like with ads
Yeah.
for Musically and Instagram, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit different than YouTube.
Instagram and Musically is the same thing when it comes to monetizing and like making money off of the platforms because you have to wait till brands hit you up
Gotcha.
instead of advertising like YouTube,
Yeah.
which is like AdSense.
But this is
revenue.
what I'm most interested in because I talk to a ton of businesses, guys, and for those of you who don't know what I do, I operate a digital marketing agency here in Central Florida, and we're growing pretty fast. I mean, we're at like 10, 12 people now. We've grown in the past year, started November of 2016. But what we do is marketing campaigns for local businesses and bigger businesses as well that are outside of our area. But the thing is, like, I talk to them and they have no idea that there's kids like you, that brands that they could actually hit up and reach more people if they want to reach like your age group, right? But now here's the thing, like, where's your audience coming from? Are you guys able to track that?
Tracking like how?
Like where are they coming from? India? Like
Oh,
Bangladesh? Like where are they coming from?
It's basically from wherever the world.
Yeah.
Like
But
there's
is
not
it
any
mainly
place that
United States?
mainly United States.
Mainly
definitely.
United
Okay.
States, definitely mainly United States. But we definitely get people outside the United States, which I think is the coolest thing ever because we get people from Indonesia,
Yeah.
China,
So if you guys want to
Australia.
travel,
Australia.
you guys
Oh,
can
yeah.
travel and
Definitely.
meet
I mean,
people, meet fans from around the world.
There's a big event happening in Indonesia very soon, and they hit
Yeah.
us up because I guess we're really big in Indonesia for some reason.
Indonesia,
And
okay.
they're like, we want you over because everyone in Indonesia loves you.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's also
They're gonna go to
we're
Indonesia.
planning
all
on
right.
flying out to Indonesia, and they pay
That's
for all
crazy,
the flight
guys.
and hotel.
Guys,
and
this is
stuff,
so like for all of us as brothers, and there's two more brothers that aren't in here now that like are involved in the media mix too, and I hope to bring them on the show as well. But like, it's so cool what social media can do for our generation, and this is what I really wanted to talk about today: is how young people like themselves, and including me, have been able to build businesses out of social media, which is like the talk of our generation. But why is that? Why like without Musically,
Yeah.
would you say you wouldn't be able to build your Instagram, or would you say you could have found other ways through Instagram?
Yeah, there's always other ways, but I mean the two platforms, Instagram, Musically, they help each other out.
Yeah.
They're very close together because
So
everyone
if
has
if there's a
Instagram.
kid out, like let's say there's 11-year-old somebody out
Yeah.
there that wants to like that loves creating content, is passionate about it, but is trying to figure out a avenue to actually live off of it for the next 10 years of his life, what would you suggest?
Start Instagram,
Yeah.
move on to Musically,
Okay.
and then spread out to every platform. Use the audience that you
Gotcha.
gain on Instagram, bring them onto a different platform.
Yeah.
Gain on more audiences, gain them to different platforms, and then it's just building empires.
Building empires, building them. This is the cool thing about like our generation, and I've had a lot of conversations with businesses about this because it's just our generation. And when we grow up,
Yeah.
like 15 years from now, there's gonna be something new pops up,
Definitely, yeah.
and we're gonna hire kids our age now because they're more in tune with it than we are going to be. And it's just how generations live. Like it's just how technology has transformed our lives. So that's what's really cool. Now, I have another question for you guys because I know this personally, but a lot of people out there, even fans that are watching this, probably want to know:
Oh boy.
does the attention get to you?
Tension. But
Does the attention get to you? Does it actually
Like-
because it could be overwhelming at times,
Yeah.
but
of
it also
course,
can be really
of
like
course.
satisfying at times.
I mean,
Right?
anything you do, you always receive hates.
Yeah.
You always receive negative judgment, but also positive judgment, and also love and support.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're working at a job, there's always going to be that employee with you, the coworker with you that doesn't really like you.
Yeah.
If you're at school, there's always going to be someone that does not like you. I mean, so as us on social media and as what we do, there's a lot of hate.
Yeah.
I mean, on every single post you would see so much
Yeah,
hate.
it's
But what
crazy.
I love even more is that there's always gonna be more love than hate. Always more love than hate.
Yeah.
So if you see a lot of hate, then you kind of should be like rejoicing a little bit because that shows that you have more love.
Yeah.
And that means that you're like
And
pretty
you have
big.
attention. Like that's
Yeah.
what it's all about right now is who can get the most attention. And that's just really cool.
Yeah.
So now I want to switch it around a little bit.
Alright.
All right, because I am your brother. Like I'm only gonna do this for you guys, right? Maybe in future episodes too. But do you have any questions for me on my side of things as an influencer for somebody who operates as a business or people out there? Like, what do you have any questions from the other side of the table?
I have a question.
Yeah.
How much sleep do you get?
I sleep very few. No, I mean like it's the same for like any hustler, you know. It's like the thing is, like, if you want to build any empire, you know, you have to be able to put in the work.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
like
You know?
when I'm grinding, when I'm like going straight hustling, I would probably go live 4 times a day and stuff. And
Yeah.
I've done this before. I went live 4 times a day for a whole week, and I've gotten like 3 hours of sleep each night.
Yeah.
That's probably not the best
now-
thing to
now the
say.
thing
And
is-
my mom's right there, but
The thing is,
but that's like the hustle life.
I know what motivates me. You
Yeah.
guys have seen me be motivated. What motivates you guys to go through 3 nights of sleep?
Helping others be happy.
Yeah.
And like making people be happy and helping them be happy are two different things, because making them happy is like, you know, it's kind of like lifting yourself up.
Yeah.
But helping them to be happy, you know, we're on the same level.
Yeah.
I'm the same as any other person in the world. I mean, I'm the same as any other 16-year-old in the world, and I don't see myself any greater than them. So I want to help them if they're feeling a little sad or depressed or
Yeah.
maybe even like down, because, you know, that's a lot of kids nowadays, especially I'm seeing that in school, especially because school can be really hard
Really tough sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's just like really cool. Like, you guys have a purpose, it drives you.
Mhm.
You know, there's a lot of young people out there that get driven by purposes. Like, for me, I'm driven by purpose too, and
Yeah.
I'm driven by real honest, like, team I have. You know, I'm driven to work for them. Like, it's kind of the opposite how it works here. But it's just like one of my main goals was to build a team here that is literally the most results driven agency
Yeah.
in the world. So it's so cool to see that, especially from you guys, even younger than
Yeah.
me. So now, what does the future look like for you guys? Like 5 years from now, we're like graduating high school. Where do you guys want to go?
I think I really want to move to LA,
Okay,
Los Angeles.
Me too.
dreams
And,
come
like,
true.
Yeah.
At the moment, we are not looking forward to college. We're not looking to college.
Yeah.
We're trying to, you know, grow up and continue with social media, become a entrepreneur, become a social media influencer. I really want to start getting into real estate, and maybe
Real estate.
and
Real estate.
maybe
All
owning
right.
a couple of properties, and, you know, doing what I can do with that.
Yeah.
But like you were saying before, what really, like, you know, touches me, and I feel like a lot of you guys should know this as well, is that you know, money, if you're starting something, if you're looking towards money and fame for it,
Mhm.
like the first thing, like I'm starting Instagram as an example. I'm starting Instagram, and I'm starting it to become famous and to get rich. That's like what you do not want to do, because that will not get you to where you want to be, because, you know, if you're driven by money, if you're driven by success, that's good, because you mean you have a goal, set goals. But if that's all you care about and you're not even passionate about it, then you will not be anywhere where you will be.
Yeah, it's very true, and it's just really how it goes for like a lot of young people, even including myself. Like, you know, having a mission to be motivated by is much more powerful. So a lot of business owners out there that are trying to find ways to motivate young people in their work environment, what he said right there is absolutely perfect. I would absolutely grab that if anything else. Now, if you see a lot of businesses,
Yeah.
all right, like that try to be on social media, even big brands.
Yeah.
You know, what is one advice you would give to them to do differently
I got a perfect
in their
one.
social media?
If you have a business and you're trying to grow, if you want to grow, go on social media. You know, promote on social media, advertise on social media. Social media is the future. I mean, TV is going out, newspapers are going out, radio is gonna be going out.
Yeah.
So social media is the only platform that's, you know, growing.
Yeah.
Rather than any other platform, like, you know, television and stuff like that.
And he sees it. He's literally, you know, inspiring, influencing millions of people on a day-to-day basis. And these kids are on social media, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
television, not you know, driving right now, looking at billboards. They're on their
Yeah.
phones. You know, they don't even have a driver's license yet. So, Sebastian, how about you, man? What do you see that one businesses need to do differently?
I think instead of investing your money into, like he said, commercials for TV that people are just gonna ignore anyway,
Yeah.
you might as well put the money into people that have a lot of attention
Attention.
and can drive their fans to use your product or buy
For
your
real.
product.
That's
Definitely.
Sebastian. How old are you?
14.
Guys, 14-year-old knows this stuff. All right, like it's just crazy, and literally like me as I see it because I'm actually driving it for businesses here in the area. So it's just true. It's just like it's straight facts. But you know, it just takes time to recognize it, and if
Yeah.
you're willing to take the risk, which is not really much of a risk. But if you're just willing to try it out, you'll be able to see it yourself. So that's pretty neat. Now, I have one more question for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll wrap it up. I think
Fire away.
we're getting close here. YouTube, all right, with YouTube blowing up, are you guys seeing a future on YouTube as well?
I already started it.
You
I
started,
started
all right.
posting one YouTube video every week.
Yeah.
Because YouTube is definitely like, big, probably one of the biggest platforms.
Yeah.
I mean, it's run by Google. It has a huge search engine.
Yeah.
So
Now the thing
Very
is
big.
too, like with the content, what I've noticed, I'm actually really I've never asked them this question before. I'm really curious about this. With social media being different, like businesses, they have to promote product, service, like their brand, right? And they try to sneak it in somehow, right? So it's not too out there. And then you have people like you
yeah,
who are creating content like comedy, entertainment.
it's creative.
It's creative. It's very different. Why is it you have the separation there? Like
Well,
what makes your content more attention grabbing than a company's attention?
Because we know our audience. We know our audience more than anyone knows it because
Yeah.
we are there for them. We
Yeah.
talk to them. We are friends with them. We're family. I call my fans family because that's what they are.
Yeah.
I love talking to them, and I just love getting to know them.
Yeah.
So since that, I know what they like. I know what
So you're saying if brands, businesses
Yeah.
implemented that more,
for real.
communicate
yeah,
it to
definitely.
their customers,
Mhm.
like fans, all right, actually focused on creating content they would enjoy instead of
Yeah.
shoving product in their face,
Mhm.
That's true.
they would have an increase.
Yeah, you gotta know what they like. You gotta know what they want.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up today. Let me know if there's any other questions you have. I will be replying to all the comments in the YouTube section below, or follow me on Instagram, AlexMoy24. Follow these handsome boys as well. All right, you guys got to shout yourself up.
My Instagram and Musically and Snapchat is at Sebastian Moy.
My Instagram is oliver.moy. My Musically, Twitter, Snapchat is olivermoy.
All right, guys, that wraps up today's episode. I will see you guys next time when things might get a little crazy when we bring on another guest. So I just made it up. But anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Peace.
Bye.